We'll kick off Friday Night SmackDown with Jon Moxley making his way to the ring here. I mean, we're on the Go Home show. Before Vengeance pay-per-view in which this man is set for action up against Seth Rollins in the second match between the two. Obviously Seth won the first one back at SummerSlam, and both of these men have been out injured up until then. Obviously Moxley making a return. Right now is set for action up against R-Truth, I think it is, that's in the ring. And let's get this match up in underway here. Let's see R-Truth's going to do up against a focused and angry Jon Moxley after obviously being injured by Seth Rollins and losing the first match. But Moxley just telling R-Truth to just bring it. And that is what's up R-Truth. Moxley, no fun and games in the ring. Moxley just is in there to fight. Moxley's in there to get the victory out. Brings him over and slams him down. Obviously, as I mentioned, this is a show just before Vengeance pay-per-view. We've got some big matches going on. And obviously Moxley is raining down the punches here. He's probably imagining that R-Truth is Seth Rollins right now, getting ready for him at the pay-per-view as Moxley now. R-Truth slips behind. And R-Truth drop kick, Moxley reverses there. Moxley, he shot down goes R-Truth. Misses a stump, R-Truth gets a little bit of a window back into the matchup, but R-Truth again blocked there by Moxley. R-Truth kick to the thighs here. Looking to take out the base, a huge chop here, trying to get Moxley into the corner. Moxley drop kick this time, third time's the charm for R-Truth. R-Truth again, pander into the crowd. This is something R-Truth's got to stop doing if he wants to maybe get somewhere on SmackDown. He's got to just focus on the matchup. And that's exactly what Jon Moxley is doing here. He's Moxley now stomping at the ankles of R-Truth here, showing how nasty of a competitor he is. Showing how vicious he is in that ring. R-Truth now back into the matchup, collar over tie up, looking for a huge kick to the jaw. Gets it. But again, dancing, pandering to the crowd. R-Truth to the top. Moxley, see, recovered. If R-Truth stayed in the attack, maybe he would have got somewhere. But Moxley dodges the cannonball, and now he just grab R-Truth by the head and launch him across the ring there. R-Truth holding his back there as Moxley now again raining down the shots to the face of R-Truth. See, R-Truth quite an accomplished competitor in WWE. He's been in the business for quite a while. And now Moxley off the ropes. Moxley forearm by R-Truth. Moxley rebound low. Classic Jon Moxley with the rebound clothesline, taking down R-Truth. As Moxley now sending a message, and quite an explicit one, to Seth Rollins there, who's probably watching at home or backstage. Moxley now with the paradigm shift to R-Truth into the pinfall. I thought Moxley was going to go for another one there, but 1, 2, 3, and Moxley is victorious in, I think that was like 2 or 3 minutes. Impressive performance there from Moxley, taking on R-Truth that quickly. And obviously sending a message to Seth Rollins for the Vengeance pay-per-view matchup, which will be a no DQ match, which will be, an incredible matchup between those two, probably an extremely vicious and violent one. But Moxley picks a victory here, and the start of SmackDown, and we've got an incredible night of action for you. Let's get into the action, as I just mentioned. But we cut back here, Moxley attacked by Rollins during the celebration as we cut away, and Seth now with a steel chair, not like he did all those years ago when he broke up the Shield, running down the chair shots onto Moxley. Seth came out of nowhere, literally came out from the crowd, attacked Moxley with the steel chair, and Moxley's not in a good way here. Seth now on the outside of the ring here, what's he thinking there? What's Seth getting? Seth with another steel chair, and Moxley again with that explicit message to Seth Rollins. Moxley with a huge right hand, another huge right hand. Moxley fighting back here, but Rollins kick to the midsection. Rollins now Irish whip off the ropes, rebound, launches him up in the air, kicks him in the gut, looking for a pedigree. As Seth gets this an impressive pedigree. What a pedigree there by Rollins, as Rollins now looking to put Moxley down for the cut over the curb stomp. And I guess message sent for Vengeance. Now our next matchup here is a warm-up for a woman who's going to be taking on Shayna Baszler at Vengeance people, but I'll get to that in a minute as Naomi makes an entrance there. As Naomi formerly took on Shayna Baszler and lost the matchup, obviously. And obviously Shayna Baszler's been a dominant champion here in WWE. But Naomi is going to be taking on a certain female who has got a shot at the title, is looking to cash it in at Vengeance. If you saw Money in the Bank pay-per-view, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Liv Morgan, who won the women's Money in the Bank contract and is looking to cash it in for a one-on-one match with Shayna Baszler at the pay-per-view. I'm not sure how wise it is for Liv Morgan. Obviously she could have waited for Shayna Baszler to have a matchup, then attacked her from behind, or attacked her after the matchup, and maybe won the title that way. But clearly she wants to do it with honour, clearly she wants to do it with dignity, get the title the hard-fought way. This matchup is underway. Liv Morgan versus Naomi, and Liv Morgan saying, "You're not getting past me, this is my time." And Naomi telling her to bring it here. Naomi with a jawbreaker to Liv Morgan. For the first time seen Liv Morgan in action for a while, is Liv Morgan now with the facebuster to Naomi. Now Liv Morgan met with an enziguri though. This matchup starting off extremely quickly. Now Naomi is dropping all the weight on her back of Liv Morgan there. It's now Liv Morgan got an elbow tie up, both women, sorry. Never to get anything going there, but Liv Morgan dodges the kick. Kick to the midsection here this time by Naomi. Also Liv Morgan needs to pick up a victory here if she wants to go into the matchup with Shayna Baszler with confidence that she doesn't want to pick up too much damage up against a quite formidable opponent in Naomi with a German suplex though there. She slips out and back from the suplex. And now the ground and pound is showing a different side of herself here, showing the viciousness, showing the determination she needs to beat a woman as a competitor as Shayna Baszler is, who's been quite a formidable champion, quite a dominant champion here on SmackDown with the SmackDown Women's Championship. A kick there from Naomi, and now Naomi looking for a kick to the face there. Similar move that we saw R-Truth use against John Moxley, so now looks for a leg drop to Liv Morgan. Sorry, now a knee drop right to the chest there. And getting the crowd behind her. She can't make the same mistake R-Truth does. Obviously, Naomi likes getting the crowd involved in a match, so does Liv Morgan. Well, this is a chance. Maybe earn herself another shot as Liv Morgan again dodges the kick. But Liv Morgan went with something there, met with a stomp right to the face there from Naomi. Now Naomi got her way tie up, looking for a bulldog there, sorry, to Liv Morgan, and now Naomi calling Liv Morgan to her feet here. Liv Morgan not getting up low. Lying in wait here is Liv Morgan, there's now Naomi. Second rope, what's Naomi thinking there? Liv Morgan getting to her feet here. Naomi lining something up here, looking for a Hurricane Runner maybe, but dropped on her face yet again from the powerbomb position. Now Liv Morgan telling Naomi to bring it, but Liv Morgan caught. Liv Morgan caught with a rear view. 1, 2, and Liv Morgan just like gets her shoulders up there. Liv Morgan almost possibly lost her title shot there. I mean, she does have a guaranteed title shot, but maybe Naomi would have been slotted into the matchup at Vengeance pay-per-view if she picked up a victory. And Naomi though, fired up there. Naomi thinks she clearly sees that she can beat Liv Morgan here tonight if she gets everything in the right way. As now Naomi runs in looking for a huge kick there, but enziguri, down goes Naomi. Now Liv Morgan, what's she thinking here? Looking for a variation of the code breaker to Naomi into the pinfall. 1, 2, Naomi gets the shoulders up just there. I don't think that was going to be enough to get the match done anyway, but Naomi gets the shoulders up. There's now Liv Morgan sweeping the leg by Naomi here. Now looking for a leg drop. Liv Morgan gets out of the way there. Liv Morgan running it in, looking for a takedown there, an impressive takedown there from Morgan as on a kick to the back of Naomi. Liv Morgan clearly not been in action for a while here, clearly a little bit rusty here. As now Naomi looking for that headlock DDT. And then Naomi is firing herself up here, thinking for a second rear view here. As she hits it for a second time, surely this matchup's got to be over. Kick to the midsection, caught though. And Liv Morgan, oblivion into the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. And Liv Morgan gets the victory just about over Naomi going into the Vengeance pay-per-view. Now Shayna Baszler's got to be a little bit happy that it took Liv Morgan that much to beat Naomi here. See Naomi, quite a formidable opponent, as I mentioned, former champion here in WWE. But Liv Morgan needs to be at the top of her game to dethrone Shayna Baszler at Vengeance pay-per-view. Maybe what we just saw was a little bit of ring rust. She's not being in action for a while. Obviously since Money in the Bank a couple of months ago. She's been out recovering from that matchup, but Liv Morgan wins here tonight. and goes on to Vengeance, as we already know, to take on Shayna Baszler for that title. Can she different Shayna Baszler though? That's what we're going to find out at Vengeance. But what a surprise. This is the rated R superstar Edge has made a return to SmackDown. We've not seen Edge ever since, I think it was Action Rules, or I think it was Action Rules when he took on Roman Reigns for the Universal title, and obviously he lost Edge. He's not the champion. Roman Reigns still a champion here in WWE, but Edge is set for in-ring action here. Let's get into that as Edge, fired up Edge. You can see Edge in the ring. Wait, surely not that. That's CM Punk. CM Punk has made his return to WWE and hits a GTS on Edge. Where did Punk come from? What is Punk doing here back in WWE? The crowd chanting one more time, and Punk saying something there to Edge. And Punk is going to give the crowd what they want. A GTS for a second time, fired up here. It's CM Punk. Punk sending a message there to Edge. And now hoists up the rated R superstar for a second time. Is he going to get it? Yes, he's connected with GTS. And I guess Punk is back here in WWE. And after that shocking surprise that CM Punk just attacked Edge, I'm not sure why. I guess you're going to find out pretty soon, but Johnny Gargano is set for a U.S title match up against Austin Theory, as I mentioned on Raw. Austin Theory he got the win over Rey Mysterio. It was kind of unfair that Rey was attacked by Dominic Mysterio before the match, but Austin Theory, as you can see, went down to the ring, all business, and gone is the phone. Gone is itself, is gone is all the theatrics. Austin Theory just means business, and what a matchup we're set to have here for the US title in the main event. Austin Theory taking on his former mentor, part of the way down on NXT. Johnny Gargano as the matchup is on the way here. Freddie runs in, baits Austin Theory in there for going for something now. Lights up Theory, but Theory fires back with a huge punch. You can see Theory got the size advantage as obviously the younger man. Got the speed advantage, runs in with a huge boot right to the face of Gargano when it kicked to the midsection. As I mentioned, these two formerly a part of the tag team down in NXT known as The Way. Clearly these two will know each other inside and out. Maybe Gargano didn't teach Austin Theory everything that obviously Gargano knows about Theory's weaknesses, but maybe Theory picked up a lot more than Gargano thought down in that tag team. Maybe he picked up exactly a way to beat Johnny Gargano here. Johnny Gargano lining up Austin Theory, but what a matchup we've got here. Obviously the US title will not be defended at Vengeance, but it's going to be defended here tonight as Johnny goes in for that whatever, something there, but Austin Theory got out of the way of it. Slip out the back door with a backflip there, huge super kick, down goes Theory. Double foot stomp now. Johnny Gargano lines it up, looking for a huge uppercut, and he gets it. Obviously Johnny Gargano realises that he's got an opportunity here to get a huge upset here in WWE, become the US champion, defeat Austin Theory. Has been on an incredible run as champion ever since he defeated, well I say incredible run, he's only had one defense, and that was, you know, a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for, a little bit, looked back on as a little bit, not really much of a defense, just as a victory handed to you by Dominic Mysterio over Rey Mysterio. But he defeated Rey obviously in the first place, but Dominic obviously attacked Rey prior to that matchup a week before, so Rey was in the best mindset when defending the title up against Theory. And Theory's going to look to prove, obviously he's said that he's the now of WWE. He's picked up 2 impressive victories over Seth Rollins that people seem to forget about. A couple of months ago when he was taking on Rollins, you know, looking to prove himself here on the Blue brand. He defeated Seth Rollins twice. It's going on obviously at Vengeance to take on John Moxley. Seth put Austin Theory behind him as Austin Theory looks to move forward as well. But Seth could not beat this man. Seth could not beat Austin Theory, and it hurt Seth so much. It hurt the ego of Rollins, who claims he's the best in WWE, that he could not beat Austin Theory, who's an up-and-comer. You know, obviously a man who was known as the future of the WWE. The 2 wins over Seth Rollins clicked in Austin Theory's mind that he is now the now of WWE, and he needs to be more serious, and he needs to be more focused. He lights up Johnny Gargano, and he fires back with a huge shot there. Maybe it was an end of how much he put behind it. And Gargano winced as he went for it. Gargano, what's he thinking here? Gargano slingshot spinning, catching Austin Theory off guard with that one. And so just saw Edge get attacked by CM Punk, so maybe Gargano sending a little shout out there to Edge, but Gargano up over the top. And we moved out Seth Rollins used to perform as the finisher, and then it's a Seth walkout. Seth called it. Gargano with it there. Gargano looking to grab the legs here, looking for a do buster here. He's going to get it. Yes, he does. Drops him down into the pinfall. 1, 2. Theory kicks out, and the match was still, obviously, still US champion with that kick out. Gargano fired up here. Gargano maybe thinking about the super kick here. But Johnny Gargano hesitated a little bit there, and Austin Theory gets up there. Austin Theory gets out of the way, and a huge shot takes down Johnny Gargano. An impressive leap there with the elbow drop as well. Austin Theory now with a German suplex to Johnny Gargano. This is what I mean. This is the new Austin Theory. This is the one that means business. This is the man who wants to become the top guy in WWE and being US champion right now. Is showing that he can be that as he rolls through. Looking forward, a blockbuster here to Johnny Gargano. He gets it. Austin Theory now is showing the crowd exactly who he is and what he's made of and why he is. But he is still the future of WWE as being one of the up and comers. Gargano with a kick there. He's a man who can get success right now as you see him. Johnny Gargano looking for something here, going to the middle rope. But again, that little mistake. Changing his mind there, maybe think about a super kick. Changing his mind and Gargano. Austin Theory right over to get up and look at 2 shot on clotheslines there. But again, Austin Theory getting up. As now for the second time he's going for it, and he gets it there with that knee. But Austin Theory getting straight back up. And now Johnny Gargano lighting up. Theory here. It's Gargano hit with an elbow. As Theory drops him down. And Theory now going to just stomp on the wrist there, on the arm there, maybe looking to break the wrist of Johnny Gargano. But Theory now looking for a forearm. Blocks a drop kick down goes Theory. Gargano now, what's he thinking? Looking to go after the leg kick, looking to just tweak the knee here of Austin Theory, taking the base of the bigger man. He's now looking for an elbow drop right to the chest. What a matchup we've had here for the U.S. title in the main event on Friday Night SmackDown. It's Gargano now looking for a lawn dart here to Austin Theory. If he gets this matchup, could be on its way to be over. He hits the lawn dart here, and Gargano looking for something different here. Gargano, what's he thinking? Gargano calling Austin Theory to his feet. A huge punch right to the face there. And Austin Theory, you just saw step out of the way of Gargano there. Austin Theory luckily got out of the way because Johnny Gargano was looking for a huge DDT as he planked him down with a fisherman's driver there. A mistake there by Gargano, a real mistake by Gargano, but Theory went for something big there, but Gargano gets the reverse of both men, looking for the other one to make a mistake there. Gargano on the attack. And Theory was taking all these shots and not going down, and Theory, for the third time in this match, Gargano takes him down, using all his weight there to take down Austin Theory. Johnny Gargano looking for it for a second time, playing it smart this time, taking his time to line it up and looking for a springboard DDT to put this match away to become US champion. Can Gargano do it? 1, 2, and Theory just about gets the shoulders up there. What a main event we've had here. Gargano there staying on the attack to it. I can see the left leg of Austin Theory. The left leg of Austin Theory is underneath the rope. And the rope break was called by Theory. Good ring awareness there by Theory. A mistake there by Gargano. As now Austin Theory drives down the arm of Gargano into the ring mat. It's Theory now back in control of this one. Theory looking for a huge clubbing blow to the back of the neck. And I was thinking here, Theory with a huge forearm right to the jaw of Johnny Gargano. Theory now kick to the midsection, looking for a fisherman's suplex there. A little message maybe sent to his son John Cena, man who obviously performed that move quite a lot. And now Theory again looking for a fisherman's driver. These are huge moves that Theory's hitting right now. These are match-ending manoeuvres. As now Theory again looking for a fisherman's suplex there, but Johnny Gargano catches him. We're going to too many fisherman's suplexes in a row here. So now Theory almost lost the US title. Gargano was a millisecond away from becoming US champion. Gargano using the experience there to almost win the title. So Gargano in the corner. Gargano met with a forearm there. So Austin Theory turns Gargano around looking for a patella drop on the knee. He drops him down on the knee there. Austin Theory again showing that he is the US champion. He is the man. He's going to be a champion for a long time. Looking for a time down. Is he going to be able to get it? Yes, he drops him down on the knee. A time down. 1, 2. No. Gargano gets his shoulders up. Austin Theory cannot believe it that he didn't retain the U.S title right there. The crash in "You're not worthy." Clearly getting in the mind of Austin Theory here. Austin Theory is screaming that he is the now, and he is worthy, and he is the US champion. Let's go Gargano. Looking for Austin Theory looking for a second 80-time down. And not finish there. The crowd. Austin Theory looking for a super kick, but makes a mistake there. The crowd maybe getting in the head, maybe angering Austin Theory as Gargano hoists it up. Theory looking for room for error this time. The third 80-time down. 1, 2, 3, and Austin Theory retains the US title here on the SmackDown. It's been an incredible SmackDown. Obviously, we find out that Liv Morgan's cashing in her opportunity at Vengeance. We saw Seth Rollins attack John Moxley. We saw CM Punk make a surprise appearance here on SmackDown and taking on Edge. Not sure why he's taking out Edge here. Was the Edge making his return to SmackDown as well? Austin Theory defends the US title here in the main event, and what was an absolutely incredible matchup. And Austin Theory proving where he is one of the top superstars here in WWE, as he's got a bright future ahead of him. You have to keep an eye on that. But Austin Theory retains the US title here on SmackDown. As we end it, we'll see you guys at part 1 of Vengeance, and what a night that is going to be as Austin Theory ends SmackDown US champion, and let's continue the era of Austin.